Somebody asked me this weekend, why are you pro-black? Let me describe why I'm pro-black so you guys can understand it. I'm pro-black because I realize that my daughter has to walk on the same soil I walk on. And pro-black means that I will live my life to invest in the world she lives in. Not just her, because that's not enough. I got to invest in the world she lives in to give her more opportunities and more options. If I don't, I live a selfish, narcissistic life. There's nothing else for me. I could be anything else. How do I look my daughter in her face, little Nzinga, and say, I love you? But then when I walk away from her, I selfishly only think about what I need. If I'm really a father who cares about his children, even Diallo, I love you, boy. But if I care about that boy, what does that mean? That means I'm going to wake up every goddamn day and invest in a better world that gives them more options and more freedoms and more capabilities. Which makes me what? Pro-black. No, I'm not sitting around like burning pictures of Africa all on my skin to say, I just love me some Africa. I do, but not for that reason. Because I realize that, hey, black people actually want to gain economic strength in this country. You got to have an external base. Somewhere you can tap into and say, hey, I need some resources to support, maybe buy some exchange, do some global exchange. And Africa's coming online pretty fucking fast. And all of a sudden, I'm over here so thinking about myself. Guess what I'm going to miss? The opportunity. So I'm pro-black because my responsibility is to invest in the next generation so you can have more options, and especially my own kids have more options so you can have even a better life. I'm not pro-black. So my pro-black doesn't make me hate any race, dislike any race, devalue any race. It just tells me that, hey, you got some extra money, got some extra time, you better work on that shit. We got some problems we got to work on. Where a lot of my own people, because they stuck in under the dome of suppressed scarcity, it's hard for them to think about anything besides themselves because they're trying to get a meal. I'm not mad at them. I get it. But I realize that playing a short game is keeping me stuck in the short game. At some point, you got to play the long game for a better future. Otherwise, you could be looping in this short game for the rest of your life. So my pro-blackness is not an act of militancy. It's an act of building and growing and developing and investing. You guys get that? That's important to understand because it's a civic responsibility, actually, to be pro-black. The word is pro. I mean, I'm pro my culture growing, not anti anything else. That's why I don't mind when folks are Latino, Asian, white, short, tall, straight, all the letters. You want to join the team? Right, let's go. Collaboration is necessary. Let's go. And would I love their kids the same way if they showing up and we all performing towards the same future? Of course I will. But ultimately, civically, I should not live my life to be here for 50 to 100 years, and the only thing I could have to show for it is a little bit of money in my bank account when I die. And my daughter has to start all over again. Are you fucking serious? Are you fucking serious? I can't call myself a father if my greatest goal of a father is I gave you some money. I came to your games. And then I look at other, like, when I sit and look at other men who are building nations for their kids, and the most thing I want to worry about is giving my daughter allowance, that's it? Come on, man. My manhood said I'm not cool with that shit. I'm talking, man, this ain't no masculinity, gender fluidity. I'm talking about how I feel as a fucking man. As a man, I wake up every day and go, my responsibility to my kids is to build. I had a brother who was, he's gender fluid, but he's a very strong man. But he didn't think he was a man. And I said, because he thought manhood was based upon masculinity and machismo. And I was like, nah, you're just as much man as some of the strongest men I know because you take care of your kids and you invest in the black community. That's some man shit. Also, when he fired a lot of people in his company, he moved like some man shit, right? But I told him that to me, Prince was more manlier than a lot of these modern day rappers because of the way he showed up to this world. right? Prince was a Jehovah's Witness, so he didn't talk. Him and Michael Jackson, they didn't talk about what they did. They did a lot of shit, right? To me being pro-black is not just me rocking a dashiki and quoting Malcolm X. Me being pro-black is how do I get up every morning and find a new way to invest in my community and make the world better? Because when black people show up differently, we all gonna benefit from it. It's just no way around that shit.